We're talking the latest Detroit Lions news and rumors for you folks today. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Khalif Raymond's contract. The numbers came out. Go through the numbers. Is it good? Is it bad? What does it do for the Lions? PFF grades came out and two players really struck out good for them. We're going to go through those players and see what they think of what occurred there. And how about a Julian Okwara trade? Yes, one of the beat writers been talking about it, actually a couple of them, because of the great depth at the defensive line, and we're going to get into all of that in this show. Goal for today's video is to get 400 likes, and with your help it can happen. Go ahead and smash that like button. Real easy to do. The more likes you get, the more chance that Chat Sports is off my 2 points of contact. And who is the biggest winner to you from Lions preseason game 1? Throw the name in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Let's get into the Khalif Raymond contract here. 3 years, 23, 24, and 25. This year, the base salary of $1.35 million, signing bonus of $1.375, workout of $50,000, and cap hit of $2.775. It actually saves money for the Lions this year with that extension, so the Lions continue to get better in the cap. Next year, base salary of $1.4, signing of $1.55, $250 a workout. A bonus, workout bonus is $50,000, a cap hit of $3.250, and the 2025 cap hit is $6.45 million, base salary of $4.35, and signing bonus of $1.55. Yes, it specifically says 3 years, but pretty much that the 2025 can be voidable, and the Lions could save money if they really don't want to pay him that cash. But look, Kalif Raymond's a great piece to the Lions, and I have no problem with him getting his contract. I love that he's here for the next couple of years. That's what it's all about, is getting this guy his money, because he deserves his money, and that's hashtag facts for sure. So happy that he got extension, and I'm not caring about the money. I think it's perfectly fine. But do you approve of the contract extension? Put A for approve and D for disapprove. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's go ahead and get into PFF, talking about Levi Onwuzurike here. PFF didn't write up anything individually stats of Onwuzurike, but he received the team's second highest PFF grade of an 89.3, which is also ranked second among all NFL interior defenders with at least 10 snaps in their respected games. Love that. You know, getting Levi Onwuzurike, getting some love here from PFF. I don't think he had the greatest game in the world, but he did do some good, and I'm happy with what he did on the field. It was really good to see him on the practice field. He did make a good stop. He did get some penetration. I did get blown up on one play. But look, he's generally kind of like almost a rookie on the field, right? So if you can get anything out of him, it's a big win for the Detroit Lions, if you ask me. So, you know, shout out to Levi Onwuzurike. He's just got to continue to do this in this next game versus Jacksonville Jaguars, and he should be good to go, as he was PFF preseason player of their all preseason team. Let's continue on with the next player here, and that was Jack Campbell. He received PFF's Rookie of the Week honors, finishing the game with 4 tackles and pass defense. The former Iowa standout was on the field for 25 snaps in total, finishing the game with 2 tackles, resulting in defensive stops, not allowing a reception coverage. PFF's Gordon McGinnis wrote, Lions linebacker Jack Campbell is a 90.6 PFF grade in week 1 of the preseason. And it's exactly what we fully expected after we seen the performance from Jack Campbell in the preseason game. He looked really, really good. He was sideline to sideline. His decision-making was quick. He didn't think about it, and he just performed on the field. Not doing missed tackles, fast. He's everything that we expected with the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. And this continues to go to show you, folks, that just because the Mel Kipers and Todd McShays did not like the idea of having Jack Campbell with the 18th pick. Who cares? Who cares? He is exactly what the Lions needed on defense at the linebacker position. He's balling. Does anyone care when a really good player comes out and he's just a stud for a team where they drafted? No. They would have complained if an Amon-Ra St. Brown was taken in the first round. Now you look back, would have been a complaint? No, not at all. A lot of people are upset, and I disagreed with the upset. I think it's unacceptable to get mad at a player who have yet to do a snap in the NFL. And if he's a damn good player, great. Who cares what position? How many times have we seen players in the draft, you get a premium position, yay. They end up sucking. It's a bust pick. So you would rather take a player at a position be a bust pick instead of a player who's not at the most lovely position of being a great player. See, it makes no sense to me. So I'm happy with Jack Campbell, and he's just got to continue what he's doing in the next game, and I think he absolutely will. I think he is a player that has all talent in the world, and he's going to make this defense much improved from the pitiful defense that we've seen for many, many years. This linebacking core is really good. A lot better than we've seen in a long time. Should the Detroit Lions trade Julian Okwara? That's going to be the question and pinned comment for this video. T for trade or P for pass? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's what we're getting in right now. Should the Detroit Lions look to trade for Julian Okwara? Mike, why do you say this? Because Jeff Risdon was talking about it. Matt Derry was talking about it, that the Lions should look to trade Julian Okwara. In training camp, he has been a mixed bag. It was not the great performance like you saw in the preseason game here. He has had an up and down camp. And with the Lions having excessive talent at the edge position and defensive line, and the Lions need some help at the offensive line, Jeff Risdon, Matt Derry is talking about the Lions should look to trade Julian Okwara, maybe for a player swap, or for a draft pick. And he was going against the second and third strings of the New York Giants. Could that have been the reasons why he got the 3 sacks in the preseason game like we've seen here? He had 3 total tackles, 3 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, and 3 tackles for loss. 3s across the board because of the sacks. Should the Lions take advantage of that if another team is looking to get a player? Should they look to trade Julian Okwara? Here, when it comes to me, when I think about this, I have no problem doing a player trade v. Like if you're looking to get a player that contribute at a position, I'm fine with that. Draft picks, I think when you're thinking of Julian Okwara, maybe like a 4th round pick. I think that could be what they would get out of it, of something like that. But I say wait. Why do I say wait? I say wait because Julian Okwara performed really well. 3 sacks. And I want to see what he can do versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then I want to see what he can do versus the Carolina Panthers. You can never have enough pass rushers. And if he has really start to make massive gains, then I would like to maximize his value. If you're going to do a trade, you'd want to maximize it. Or just keep him on the football team because you can never have enough edge rushers. I know he's had an injury history, and that's the reason why I said he wouldn't make this 53-man roster. I know it, but let's give him a couple more games. There's no reason to pull a trigger right now. Look, some players just take a little bit of time. Derek Barnes turned it up, and now he's looking really good. So maybe that could be something for Julian Okwara. Either way, if you wait and he continues to do well, the value of him is going to go up. If he comes in and gets a couple more sacks, you don't think a team that may not have enough edge rushers, like, you know what? We could get this guy, and he can come on this football team, and he can make a difference for our team. And so there's not a wrong answer for that by being patient and very patient upon this. And if you're a good general manager, like we all know that Brad Holmes is, he's already thinking about these scenarios right now. Same with Dan Campbell. Thinking about every situation that could upgrade this roster and or just make it a good roster all around by keeping the player. Just take the time, be patient, no reason to jump the gun on this one. You can always do a situation and just be patient. There are no teams are wanting to jump on it right now, so you got a couple weeks to really look at it, and then after week 3 of the preseason game, you got, a week and a half until for the Lions play the Kansas City Chiefs. So you got time to make that decision. It's not like if you did a player swap, the player that you get is going to be out of shape because they have been in training camp on another team, so they're generally in shape, and it's probably going to be a backup role anyways. An offensive lineman is what I would suspect right there. That's probably what they would look at if you think about if they're doing a player swap. And draft pick, well, guess what? Who cares? Right? You can wait to the last second you can wait till the trade deadline if you're wanting to do a draft pick. You don't have to be anxious right there. But the Lions got a really good 53-man roster, and we're going to see players that are cut that you don't want to see cut. That's what happens when you're a good football team. That's what happens when you have a very good roster on the Lions team. And so I'm real excited to see it. I'm real excited to see what they can do and how this is going to formulate for this up-and-coming season. Folks, if you've not hit that notification bell, go ahead and smash it really quick. Really easy to do. It's so you don't miss out on my videos. Also, we're going to be doing the One Pride podcast Thursday, 1 p.m. Get ready for that. Saturday, live watch party, 12:30 till the game is over. Post-game video, and then post-game show. All of that on here, so subscribe. With that said, folks, adios.